Morning everybody, welcome to April. It's really cold again this morning. Apparently it's going to be a lovely day though. So I think I'm going to put Tommy out without his rug on. He has been having it on again for a few days because it's been relatively cold and wet. So I felt sorry for him and put it back on. It's cold now, but it's not going to be wet today and it's going to get warm. So I think I'm going to put him out without his rug on again today. It's much nicer without it on, to be honest, although he does get a bit muddy. He's quite good like that. He's, well, not today. Last time he didn't get very muddy for a few days, but now I've said that, he probably will. Anyway, the boys, as usual, are eating their breakfast. Hey Tom, do you want to say hello? He says, well, I've finished mine, I don't get any. Only a tiny little bit. So Tommy's ready, as usual. Basil's munching and he's got his my favourite purple rug on today. So, I just need to put the hay on to steam and then I can start changing rugs ready to go out. I was filling this with water in the evening to try and make it quicker in the mornings in the week, but it seems to leak a little bit. I'm not quite sure where from at the bottom or anything, so I've stopped doing that, so I'll have to fill it in the morning as well now. That was an exciting bit of information for you. Anyway, I'll get that done, get the rugs changed. Hi Dum Dum. And see you in a bit. So there we are, Tommy's out. As I said, I think in my last vlog, ideally I'd put him out in a rug first thing this morning, but I couldn't if it was a work day anyway, but also he wouldn't let me take it off in an hour or two, unlike the others. So Tommy's there eating his little bit of hay. Basil is waiting by the gate patiently, well, windsucking patiently, and Chesney's still finishing his breakfast. Oh, he's nearly finished now. You're nearly finished now. Better get set to take you out then. So I'm just soaking some sugar beet for Chesney. We're coming to the end of the bag and I'm not sure I'm going to, my hat keeps falling down. I don't know what, I think it's just stretched a lot. It keeps falling down over my eyes. I think I'm probably not going to buy another bag. I've started reducing the amount he's having because the grass is coming through now. And he's at a nice weight this year, whereas last year I was desperately trying to get the weight on him for most of the year. He's just nice now. Probably could do with a tiny little bit more, but he's going to get that as the grass starts growing faster. So, as I say, I think I'm going to stop giving him sugar beet now. So, I'm reducing it, so we're just soaking a little bit today. And then I've got to crack on with the mucking out. I did the big mucking out yesterday and swept the yard, although looking at it you probably wouldn't know that I swept the yard. Actually, another thing is that the swallows have arrived this week, and you won't be able to see it, and I'm not sure. This is where they've nested in the past, so I'm not sure, but I think they're going to use one or both of them again. I've only seen one swallow so far, but they have started pooing on everything again now, so I'm trying to cover stuff, but I haven't got enough. Put that over the new that I've just soaked. If I tuck that in there, that'll be okay. So yeah, so so that's it again now. I'm actually really need to move the bins away from the wall so that it goes down the back. That one, this is directly in the line of fire. I couldn't quite get all that in the bin, as I've said before. And actually, I've stopped. If you read my blog, you will probably know, but I've stopped giving Basil the NAF Easy Breathing because I decided it wasn't doing what I was hoping, and I am denied about trying something new. But I have decided to give another type of a supplement a shot, and this one is what appears to be more specifically designed to tackle allergies, and it's Hilton Herbs Shake No More. I'm not sure it was that much more expensive. Oh, it's gold, Shake No More Gold, sorry. it's a liquid which is a bit more tricky to put in. You have to put in 30 how many minutes? I think, sorry, I made that up. 15 millilitres twice daily, but they don't give you any sort of measure. So I found a Venter Pullman measure and then used a kitchen one to work out how much of that was 15 millilitres. So it's not quite as accurate as possibly I would like it to be, but we'll see. He's been having it since, he's been having it five days he's had that now. So I'm thinking, and I've stopped giving him the Venter Pullman the day before I started giving him that. So I'm, you know, hopefully it should be making a difference. Yesterday his glands were quite swollen again, so I'm not sure. But obviously we're going to finish the pot anyway. It smells quite nice, but I'll probably do a review of that on my blog later on in a few weeks' time. Anyway, I best get on with this mucking out job. There's this little robin around at the moment. I think I showed you my vlog the other week with the nest, which unfortunately fell down one day. I'll see if I can catch him again in a minute. Anyway, as I said, the nest had fell down in the week. It didn't look very secure up there, and I just came down one evening and it was on the floor in the corner of the Basil stable. So I'm pretty sure they've got a new one up here, because I actually saw the robin go in there the other day, and I don't think this nest has been here before. No, luckily there's nothing. Chesney doesn't use that water, so it's tapped off. But so whether there are any eggs in there yet, I'm not sure. I think it's probably a bit early and they're still building, but they can't, one of them's quite often in here while I'm mucking out trying to get bits of food that Chesney drops. So the other thing I want to do this morning is, well, basically the horses have worn just about every single rug I have for them in the last 10 days. So I've ended up with like all these rugs scattered around in various places of drying them out or needing to be put away properly or whatever. So I'm having a bit of a sort out because it's sunny and the yard is dry, which it wasn't yesterday. There's quite a lot of them. This is Tommy's, and then Chesney's 3 along there, and then 1 on the gate, and then Basil's along here. To be fair, I've had a lot of them quite a long time. Chesney's had some newer ones more recently. This one I think is one of the first ones Basil ever had, and it is patched so much. It's not hugely waterproof, but it's the best rug. It fits so well. It's got a lovely big tail flap. I'll link in my rug vlog in case you're interested, but yeah, so I'm just going to have a bit of a sort out, a bit of a think about what I'm probably going to need. I don't think I'm going to need Basil's really thick one anymore, so I think I'll tidy that away. Obviously they've both got rugs on as well, which is Basil's next thickness down. Chesney's got his thickest one on, but I'm going to change that shortly. Problem is drying them out nowadays. So I've got extra so that if one day the farm's just started a tractor next door. One day they come in wet, they don't dry by the next day, so they've got a one so they can wear a dry one the next day, so they've got lots, which is slightly embarrassing, but as I say, I have accumulated them over quite a long time. The little three of Basil's, he's had, well, we've been here 6 years and we had them at the old place, so they must be 7, 8 years old, to be honest. It's going down the drive over there. Yeah, so those have had ever such a long time. His thicker ones haven't had so long. But anyway, so next thing I'm going to do is going to fold them up and put some of them away, but just tidy them up a little bit. So I've just come down to change Chesney's rug. I bought the wheelbarrow because this one's okay, but the other, his thick winter one, is so heavy to carry back up. So I've just come down the arena because it's easier. So I can't get the wheelbarrow in the field yet. It's just so muddy, it's horrendous. So I'm come to change his rug before I ride. In theory it would be much easier to do it up when he follows us up to the yard, but the mud is so bad up there that I can't hardly stand in it, and I keep losing my welly if I stand still for a moment, like doing a strap up or undoing a strap. And that's only if he'll stand still, which he usually doesn't, because he's worried I'm just about to take Basil away. So it's easier to come and change it down here before we start, isn't it? So that's what we're doing. And we'll change Basil's after we've ridden. Hello. So I'm going to go and catch Basil now and take him out for a little hack, not too far. Actually it's getting a bit windier now, so I'm glad I haven't left it any longer. I think it's quite windy down south, so we're in the middle. We obviously get the edge of it, so I should have ridden an hour ago, but never mind. I'm going to do that now, and I'll let you know when we get back. Minute or two, the last bit down, he suddenly decided was that door not shut, silly me. He suddenly decided he would go a bit faster for some reason, I'm not quite sure why. Anyway, Chesney's still standing, which is good. And Basil's got so much coat to lose. He is losing it. So I'm just going to give him a quick curry comb before we pop his rug on and pop him back out again. Hey. So we had, as I say, we had a nice ride. I'm going to give my tack a quick clean now, and then I've got some stuff to do at home, and then I will be back later. So I will update you then. Bye. So I've just come back to do them for the evening, and it's actually got quite windy now. They promised it was going to be a nice day. It's actually quite windy. Don't like wind, and it's going to rain again later, which is very frustrating. So I'm just going to get the rugs in. I've got one in. Put them away so that they don't make too much scary noise for the boys. Look at that mud. I'll mix up their food for them before I get them in. So the boys are in. I had to go and fetch Basil. He decided that it was a good time to start playing silly games with Chesney and biting and kicking and stuff. So and galloping around. It is quite windy, so that's probably why. But I had to go and catch him in the end. Anyway, he did come in. So now they're all eating their dinner, and I'm going to do some rug changes. And then snuggle them up for the night. Oh, and pick out their feet, of course. Which I end up having like gloves of mud, which is disgusting. Anyway, I better crack on and get that done. So that's everybody snuggled up for the night, and I think I'm going to leave the vlog there for today. So I hope you've enjoyed enjoyed watching us again today, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye. How you doing, Tommy?